We are here today to talk about, is it plain? Sorry.
It is plain. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
We're here to talk about Jimmy Bean's Wool Shawl Club 2020.
Hi, I'm Kim. I am the newbie knitter, expanding my skills with our lovely Shawl of the Month Club.
I didn't want to reach for her crotch like we're on video, and I'm like, your needle was down there. And I'm like, oh, like I could see them falling off, Kim. I was freaking out. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm production manager at Jimmy Bean's Wool. Hope everybody's doing well. Which colorway are you doing again?
I'm doing the Jimmy's colorway.
Jimmy's colorway was the Hunter green this month. Let me show you that. That means the Amba's colorway is this beautiful rusty nail. They're both gorgeous yarns. The Hunter has a little blue in it. Let's see. Okay, so we got those. And did you get your moon over water stitch marker, enamel stitch marker? Good. I know that some people out there didn't get them, but they're going to be sent out in a week. Anybody who's missing stitch markers will get them sent out with next Shawl Club, in case there's any concerns about that. We got the knitter's pattern card and the crochet pattern card. Do you know how to crochet? Or do you
I've
just
tried, but I'm not good at it.
Okay. How was month 2, Kim?
Month 2 was fun. It was a change. I had to learn a new stitch, the SSK. I was able to find it pretty easily online. I didn't have trouble learning a new stitch. The trouble I had was having to change count so many times, doing 3 different stitches, 6 different stitches, and then back to the beginning. I'd lose count
Of your pattern repeat.
of my pattern repeats. But it did help me learn how to read my stitches. So that
And you know, you can always place stitch markers in between your pattern repeats on your
Okay.
needles. And that way, when you get to your stitch marker, you know that you're ready to start that repeat over again. And also, it helps you keep an eye to make sure that your stitches are lined up with the pattern below. And that can be a useful tool for keeping track when you have those long repeats. I know row 7 and row 11 look pretty wicked. Well, good. And but you didn't have any trouble once you learned the stitch?
No, just a couple times I dropped stitches, but you guys helped me
Pick them back up. Oh, God, I don't know how to get your pattern back, though.
But yeah, once I was able to learn to read, I wasn't like, oh God, I have to start all over again. So that helped me get through it.
Good. Sounds like you're on track.
Yeah, so far.
Good.
It took me longer than last month's just because when I'd mess up, I'd have to wait till I could come in to get help. And there were times that I was like, oh, I wish I were done. Just because it was like just a row of knitting. And you're like, okay, let's get on to a little bit more. But for the most part, I thought it was a good amount of time.
Spent on
the project.
Okay.
But still enough to work on other things.
Good
too.
knitting value.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I say about lace shawls always, is that you get a lot of value out of because a fingering skein of yarn is relatively inexpensive in the grand scheme of projects. But when you do a lace project, you get more knitting time, more enjoyment out of using that one skein of yarn. You know, maybe 20 hours on a project versus one movie theater ticket, you know? I mean...
If you were
Fun
rate it on a
scale!
fun scale versus
Fun scale!
I would say a fun scale would be about a 7. I like learning the new stitch, and it's getting to be thick enough that I'm actually starting to see the pattern come out. It'd be higher, but I got frustrated dropping the stitches and things like that. But I did like learning a new stitch and learning how to read stitches. For me, that was fun.
Good. Yeah, learning is good. Sometimes lucky for you, you work at Jimmy Dean's Wool
Yeah.
and got so much support.
Yeah.